The civil trial in the 2018 Santa Fe high school shooting is now underway.
Yeah, victims' families and survivors are suing the parents of these suspected gunmen. Opening statements are wrapping up in this lawsuit filed against the Santa Fe school shooter and his parents. Sherman Chow in Galveston County Courthouse tonight with details. Sherman?
Yeah, relatives of the 8 students and 2 teachers killed, as well as survivors of that 2018 school shooting, are having their first day in court today. And in a relatively new legal strategy, they're suing not just the then 17-year-old suspected school shooter, but also his parents. The plaintiffs are alleging that Dimitrios Pagourtzis and Rosemary Cosmatados should have known that their son was mentally ill, or did know, and should have done more to prevent his access to weapons. The plaintiff's attorney showing photos of the living room gun cabinet, saying Dimitrios Pagourtzis took 3 long arms, then sawed off the barrels one by one to make a sawed-off shotgun, used pressure cookers to make homemade bombs, which he then left on display for authorities to find later, and that he purchased ammunition and other disturbing items online in the 4 months ahead of the May shooting.
Dimitrios, who's 17 years old and doesn't have a job, spends $1,722 or so in having items delivered to the front steps of their home.
An attorney representing Dimitrios Pagourtzis, who is now 23, argued Dimitrios is mentally ill and should not be held accountable. He remains in a mental hospital and has been deemed not fit to stand trial on criminal charges. Finally, the third attorney in all of this, representing the parents, says that the parents argue that the son hid his activities from them, that they did try to help their son, but they saw him as only having typical teenage problems. Who do the parents blame for all of this? They blame the ammunition manufacturer for shipping bullets to their home without verifying that the buyer was underage, and they blame the school, saying it has trained personnel who should have intervened in this situation. We're live here at the Galveston County Courthouse. Sherman Chow, KHOU 11 News.